In this sneak peek from the upcoming episode of The Young and the Restless, we see Elena shock Nate with her choice and see Diane receive a surprise visitor. Billy has been hurt by the betrayal of a person he trusted. The upcoming episode of The Young and the Restless on September 26 to 30 features a shocking development for Diane. Find out what occurs in the preview, which you can read below. Last week, after Johnny and Connor's playdate, Chelsea and Billy had a meeting when she decided it was time to tell them they were more than relatives. Victoria was understandably enraged when she found out that her sons had a surprise playdate planned without her knowledge. There was some bickering about whether or not to tell the boys the truth, and Victoria cautioned Chelsea that Johnny might not immediately accept her with open arms. As we see this week, Billy is completely taken aback and lashes out at Victoria, demanding to know, how could she mislead us with her intentions in that way? Do you honestly think a former professional con artist like myself wouldn't lie to acquire what I want? Victoria asks rhetorically. It's not just the Newmans and Abbotts that are business-wise dysfunctional families in Geno City. Nate informed Victoria last week that Lily and Devon were about to go public with Chancellor Winters. Nate would become CEO after Victoria bought up as much of the company's shares as she could afford, bringing it into the Newman family. Nate tried to convince Elena that his ideas would bring the family together, but she wasn't having any of it. Elena will soon say to Nate, "I don't know if I can be around this version of you anymore," sounding a bit like Ross and Rachel from Friends. The question, "What are you saying?" comes from Nate. When asked why they needed space, Elena said, "I think we need some time apart." Will Nate take advantage of his time off to get to know Imani better? As Nikki finally made her way to Los Angeles to meet with Talia Morgan, Diane received a weird email from her little helper warning her that they wouldn't be able to avoid Talia's editor for much longer. Nikki also visited with Deacon in LA, but he didn't have much information for her other than the fact that Diane was wealthy or at least dating a rich man. Upon entering her apartment this week, Diane pauses in shock to glance across the room at someone she cannot see. "What are you doing in here?" Who is the unknown guest at Diane's house? Is it possible that Trevor Street John has taken on a covert new assignment?